In the height of the Empire, it was an open secret that Darth Vader and Tarkin struggled for domination. In a sense, this is exactly what Emperor Palpatine wanted. A hateful but yet respectful competition between Tarkin and Vader yielded the best results in the end. The perfect example of that in Disney canon was when Tarkin hunted for Vader, in accordance and the wishes of Darth Vader, of course, and we all know how that ended up. But after years of plotting between Emperor Palpatine and Tarkin, Vader was now left out of the loop. An old project was starting to resurface, a battle station that Vader was now not informed completely of. However, and therein lies the problem, is that Tarkin was semi-in charge. And now it finally came time for these two dominant figures within the Empire to clash. Just before the events of Rogue One, back on Scarif, a Lambda-class shuttle is slowly dropping into the atmosphere and heading straight for the Citadel Tower. After it landed, it's revealed that aboard this shuttle was Governor Tarkin, and he didn't look happy. One of the officers runs quickly and welcomes him, but when he asks for the reason of this visit, Tarkin immediately silenced him. But the records, Tarkin simply told him that he had a meeting and goes straight for the elevator to the data vault. Tarkin was right outside of the vault, and again, one of the officers was surprised to see him. Tarkin ordered him to open the door. But the problem was that the vault was occupied at the moment by someone else. Grinding his teeth in anger, Tarkin ordered him again to open it. With no further arguments, the door to the vault was opened, where Tarkin was standing there with 3 death troopers. The occupant was Darth Vader. "Lord Vader, your presence here is unauthorized," said Tarkin in great haste. "And yet here I am," Vader replied, and he wanted to learn more about Project Stardust. Again, Tarkin stood his ground. Vader was not sanctioned to view any projects that belonged to the Tarkin Initiative. How did he gain access? Vader didn't care. The Force was all the authorization he needed. Tarkin had it. He ordered Vader to heal and stand down immediately. Vader looked him in the eye. "He is not Tarkin's beast." "Isn't he though?" Tarkin asked. "I'm afraid the Emperor has taken a different approach. Vader is his to do as he pleases." Ah, yes, Tarkin didn't need the Force to sense how angry Vader was at this moment. Vader was done. He ignited his red blade and impaled Tarkin through his chest. He finally got his revenge. In his mind, unfortunately. Tarkin knew Vader was imagining killing him right at this second. He was reaching out with his anger and wrath. To do what exactly? Tarkin started speculating. Again, Vader imagined in his mind killing Tarkin through choking him with the Force. Tarkin, though, reminded Vader of what the Emperor might think of this tragedy. Perhaps they should find out, as Tarkin pulls out a holocommunications device where suddenly Palpatine appears. He did not recall sending Vader to Scarif. Vader apologized. The only thing he wanted was to learn how the Empire was planning its expansion throughout the galaxy. Palpatine understood, and since Vader felt that way, then he gave him a mission to go to Geonosis, where they were constantly in trouble from some sort of sabotage, not allowing the Empire to continue with its projects. He will find them and destroy them. "Oh, and one more thing," said Palpatine. "From now on, Tarkin will have full control over Vader. If he disappoints Tarkin, he will disappoint the Emperor as well." Years of speculating what was the relationship between Tarkin and Vader. Well, here is the final answer, my friends. This chain of command probably continued well into A New Hope and until Tarkin died aboard the Death Star. This comic is actually canon, keep that in mind. It's the Darth Vader second annual called Technological Terror, but in this one, Vader got humiliated big time. This is not the first time we've seen Tarkin pull something like this. He actually really demoted this person to a stormtrooper, if you remember. The Imperials tried, but they could not do anything to defend themselves against this attack, and last but not least, the whole platform came crashing down. It exploded in a fiery ball. Admiral Akbar and the Mon Cala had done it, their first gut punch to the Empire. And now, amidst this turmoil, they had also found the king. They were ordered to come back. Way up above, though, Tarkin was informed that Colonel Bergen's skybase was lost. Tarkin looked as frustrated as ever. He only asked how. They were still analyzing the data, but it looked like the Mon Calamari had used a swarm attack with metal-cased missiles as opposed to energy projectiles, knowing what could hurt the Empire. Clever, said Tarkin. These were better odds of penetrating the skybase's shields. Using these missiles was smart, as it penetrated the skybase's shields. Tarkin now turned again to Commander Jordo. Yet another piece of Mon Calamari military technology that their colleagues in the Imperial Security Bureau should have told us about. Wouldn't you say, Commander Jordo, said Tarkin. Again, Jordo came with excuses. They have been in the system for merely some days. They cannot expect a complete picture of the planet in such little time. Tarkin agreed. He is realizing that he can expect very little from this commander, and thus his order was such. He ordered them to requisition a set of stormtrooper armor for Commander Jordo and send him down to the Mon Cala surface. Perhaps as a stormtrooper, Commander Jordo will find himself to be more useful. This was the final punishing method of Tarkin. He did not force choke Commander Jordo as Vader would have, or even torture or kill him. He simply demoted him from a commander to a measly stormtrooper, and he sent him right into action to be killed. Commander Jordo started basically crying, swearing to Tarkin that he will redeem himself, but Tarkin was not even listening to him. He was done with Commander Jordo, and the punishment fit the crime. If you were not ready to be a commander in Tarkin's eyes, then you were good enough to be a stormtrooper. And thus the Empire had a rocky start on the Mon Cala attack. There are much more that we can cover that I will leave for the next few days in other videos, but I want to thank you guys so much for watching this one. And if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe for dailies. Now you can have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you until then.